Hi, this is Ben Laing, and in this video I'm going to be showing you many different ways to get more Amazon product reviews. The reason this is so important to get a high volume of positive reviews is because of the social proof. It shows to other potential customers thinking about buying your product that other people and customers have found it useful, which means they're more likely to go ahead and buy your product. Just think about how you buy on Amazon or online yourself. I know lots of reviews and 5-star ones help me make buying decisions, and I'll most likely go ahead and buy the product with the most reviews, so it makes it easier for me to decide on which product I'm going to go for based on a number of people's feedback on a product. The volume counts a lot more than the rating in my opinion, and I think this is because of the power of social proof, which is a huge psychological factor that influences our decisions on a daily basis. There's a great book I highly recommend by Robert Cialdini called Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion, which goes into this in a lot more detail. This factor hugely impacts the conversion rate of sales from users visiting your Amazon product listing. The other benefit is that Amazon rank product listings higher the more positive product reviews a listing has, and the higher you rank on the search results, the more sales you'll get. I also want to make you aware of the different types of ways that customers can review you on Amazon. The different types of reviews have a different impact. You get verified purchase product reviews. You also get non-verified purchase product reviews. There's also a different place from the product a customer can review you. They can review your product itself, or they can review you as a seller, which is called seller feedback, which is ideally where you want the customer to review you first, because it doesn't appear on your product page where we're used to looking. So if it's got anything negative at all, you can rectify the issue, try and correct it, and then maybe even get it more positive, and then ask them to use that as a product review and post that on your product listing. Because ideally we only want 5-star reviews, or at least positive ones, which are 3 stars and above. Anything below that, you really don't want them on your listing at all. So if someone's giving you some negative seller feedback and they're not going to change their mind on that, then obviously you do need to go back and try and fix your product, whatever that problem was. But you want to avoid contacting with that customer and maybe forcing them to then put it on your product, because it's quite hard to get rid of that once it's on your product listing, which I'll go into later. I'll now just go ahead and show you some examples of these different types of reviews. So here's a book I've actually purchased on Amazon but I haven't left a review for yet. So if you wanted to go ahead and review this, I would just go directly to the product page, which I'm at just now, then scroll down to reviews, and you can see the reviews there. I can just click write customer review, or there's also, if you're logged in, you'll get this here which will take you to the review, the order, and that takes you to this page here. And then you can write a review from there as well. So that's just 2 ways to explain to your customer the steps on how they can actually review you, which is pretty straightforward. You can almost not miss it, but the normal way to do it is to go down to the customer reviews directly on the product page, click on write customer review, and then you give it a rating. So that's the next step, you give it the rating, and then you would just put in a message, and you could get the customer to do that for you, something like that. They can actually add photos and videos now to their product listing, and then you just click submit, and that's the product review now being submitted. So as you can see here, it says we are currently processing your review. So it's went into a review stage and Amazon has received it, and until it's been reviewed by Amazon, it won't go live. So you'll notice that when some customers review you, it doesn't go live straight away. So if they tell you they've reviewed you, don't go and check it straight away, check it in a couple of days and it should be there. Then it should start to show up like one of these reviews that says verified purchase. It's got this wee orange text next to it that says verified purchase. As you can see, this one here is a non-verified purchase, as I was talking about, but the ones that have actually been purchased on this Amazon product listing becomes a verified purchase review. And ideally you want more of these because they have a wee bit more authority than the ones that don't have a verified purchase, because this is actually someone that's bought this product elsewhere and came to this listing and reviewed it. So there's a potential that this could be a fake review, whereas a verified purchase shows that that customer has actually purchased this. So you want more verified purchases from your actual customers and not customers who've bought your product elsewhere if they can buy your product elsewhere. Here's another example of a book that I bought, which I actually got from a friend, but I was able to go to this page and review it, and I gave it a 5-star review based on what I thought about. And as you can see, because it's my account, that's what it says to the customer, that shows that it's now verified and it's shown on that product listing. It's got my name there. Now I'll just show you where the seller feedback goes. So I'm just searching for light up dog collar because this was something I was needing the other day. I'll go to this product listing, and if you were looking for the actual seller feedback rather than the product feedback, which is this, you would actually, instead of clicking the buy and then the actual brand name, you don't want to click on this one, you want to click on sold by. So next to sold by, the company name, and that takes you to the storefront where all the seller feedback is. And that actually took me about half a day to work that out, so thank me for saving you half a day to work this out, because they don't make it obvious. It's kind of hidden, I would say, and this is where the feedback for the seller is. This is like the actual customer service. It's not related to the product most times, but that's where you want to send them to leave their review, and that's where they can ask questions and things. So you do want to send people to this page over the product page to begin with, and if you do get any negative feedback, you get rid of it before it goes onto your product page, or you fix the issue with the product that the customer was having, give them a refund, and then they're not going to go and give you a negative product review. So now you know what the different types of reviews are. I'm now going to show you 2 effective ways to get more reviews. So this is me on Seller Central, and the number 1 way to get reviews is email campaigns, and to deliver good customer service and build a healthy relationship with them. Customer support is the most important aspect of any business. If you're not providing great customer service, then you're not going to have happy customers that are willing to give you a positive review on Amazon. Amazon don't make it so easy for sellers to contact their customers, because we have to message each customer individually, one by one, and I've found this to be a laborious task that takes hours upon hours if you're getting a lot of orders and sales, which I hope you will be. But to save you time, I've actually discovered a lot of tools and created some email campaigns and templates which have been tested that I'll provide along with this video. Here is a small template that you can have a look at just now. It's just saying hi, then the customer name, thanks a lot for your feedback. So this is after you've got the seller feedback, and this is to convert a seller feedback into a product review, because that's what you want to do. So it says, thanks a lot for your feedback on our product name, that's very kind of you. And the feedback goes in there, so you just copy and paste that from your seller feedback page. And then you could say, I would really appreciate if you could publish this product review here, and then you give them a link to your product URL, the link to your product page. And then just say, many thanks. You can add more into it and give a wee bit more of your time into the email and personalise it, but that's just a wee template, and it says, many thanks, your name, customer service manager or whatever, and then you can put your company name as well, your brand name. And you just have to put a subject line in, requesting feedback, and then you just send that message. You can add attachments into there as well, click send message, and that's how you do it. But you have to do that for every order. You click on the order and do it one by one, and that's a long task. So the solution is SalesBacker, which is a great tool I use myself to get more reviews on my Amazon products. SalesBacker is software that has been developed to work with your Seller Central account, and it's approved by Amazon, so it's already set up through Amazon services. And it saves you sending email messages to each individual customer after they order to ask for feedback manually. It automatically sends out an email campaign, which is a series of emails sent out to the customer after ordering your products. They have some preset emails, like I've provided you, set up for you with 3 email sequences or 4 email sequences to generate more feedback and product reviews. It has campaigns for sending messages for just seller feedback or product feedback, but it also has a campaign where it asks for seller feedback, then product reviews. I recommend the last one because this way can help you avoid getting negative reviews on your product listing, as I mentioned before. The campaign also is pretty clever because it stops sending messages to the customer that gave you a negative seller feedback, and that'll be 2 stars or less, so that they don't also go and leave you a negative product review. And as I've said, the reason it's worse to get a negative product review over a negative seller feedback is that the seller feedback is more easy to fix and remove. SalesBacker also sends you notifications when your product gets a new review, even if it's positive or negative, which is great because without this you don't know until you actually come back and check your product listing manually to see if you've received any reviews. So it saves you going back and checking to see if you've received that review or to check that you've not got any negative reviews. And you can act faster this way because as soon as you get a negative review you can jump on that, give them a refund and do really good customer service to get that removed as quick as possible, if that does happen. But this system should stop that from happening altogether. So you can get a free trial on SalesBacker, and that gives and allows you to send up to 120 emails per month, or there's an upgraded version for the $19 a month and then so on. And the $19 a month package gives you 1,600 emails per month, and obviously you'll just have to determine how many orders you get and how many emails you need to send out through your campaign, and that will determine what package you need to go for. But you can begin on the free one for a 30-day free trial through SalesBacker. So I would definitely say this tool pays for itself because it saves you a lot of time and increases your sales conversion rate when a customer goes to your product listing with the extra product reviews. So you're going to learn how to set up and use this tool in another video, but for now I just want to tell you about my second strategy for getting more reviews on Amazon. And the second way to get more positive product reviews is to trade products for a review. This is an approved way by Amazon to generate lots of honest reviews about your product in exchange for a discounted or free coupon code to your product. And the first place to look for people who would be willing to do this for you is the Amazon top customer reviewers list here. So you've got it's actually got 10,000 customer reviews here, and it tells you the number of reviews each person is given. And the good thing about this is you could go into all these people's details and they basically tell you what their interests are. It tells you how many reviews they've done, and it tells you how many helpful ones they are. So they're looking to stay at the top of the ranking, because what happens is buyers like me and you will actually go and contact, like I'm going to do with this person. I could go to this person's page, see what they're interested in, and see if my product matches their interests, and then I could find their details. Sometimes they leave their website, sometimes if they don't have their email you can just click on this wee bit here which will send them an email through Amazon, but a lot of the times they'll have their email address here, so you can go and message them. Just say something like, "Hi, I noticed that you're interested in a product that we have and that you might be interested in reviewing it in exchange for a free product. And if you're interested, just let me know and I'll send over a coupon." Something along those lines. But what I want to say when you're doing this is just make sure that they put an acknowledgement out on the review that they have actually received the product at a discounted rate, and they have to put that on Amazon's terms. They have to actually put a disclaimer that they have received it for free to give a review, an honest review. And they have to do that just based on Amazon's terms of service, so that they know, so the customers know that that has been given away free in exchange for a review. When I first discovered this list of the reviewers, I thought it was a brilliant idea. It's something I never knew about at all, but it's really a win-win for both the buyer and the seller, because the buyer gets a free or discounted product and the seller gets a detailed review, because they always give decent reviews, especially the ones in the top rating, because they've been given lots of helpful votes on their review. And the more reviews you get, the more sales a seller will make with that product. And obviously if they're positive, but most times you only want to pick out the ones that are giving away the positive reviews. I'm going to dive deeper into this system on how you can speed up the system of finding the right people, because it can be a long process of going through that 10,000 list, and a way of filtering out the right people who are interested, only the people who are interested and that are displaying their email address. It will save you a lot of time, so I'll go into that in another video with some tools that I use for that. The second place to find people who would be interested in doing this is with targeted social media marketing. You can find groups within Facebook with people who might be interested in your products, so you just need to find out where they're hanging about on social media. For example, if you sell dog products, join Facebook groups where there's dog owners. And as you can see here, there's one here, there's 6,000 members or more in this group. So you can go and join that group and not spam it, but you can do it in a way that you can find all these people's names and you can message them directly and basically ask them if they'd be interested in, for example, a light up dog collar for free in exchange for a review. And you can do that over and over as long as you find the right people in the right group where people might be interested in getting your product for free and spend a small amount of their time to review your product. It's a win-win. The other place I've had a lot of success was I've made a lot of posts go viral using the boost post feature, which is using Facebook advertising. But there's a lot more places you can go in depth. If you go to facebook.com/ads, and you can start setting up a campaign where you can send people directly to your Amazon listing, and you can put your URL for your listing into there for your product, and then you can start diving deeper and actually putting details of the audience, like where they're from, what they're interested in, so that they can find that information out with a lot of targeting, because people like pages and that shows what they're interested in. And as advertisers, we can use that data to target the exact people, like their age, their sex, location, like I've said, and you can really narrow it down right to the exact customer that you want to advertise to and offer them that, and do competitions and build up followers on a page, so you can get a fan page set up and build up a huge amount of followers, which I've had a lot of success on Instagram as well, because Facebook use Instagram advertising because Facebook own Instagram. But I've also had the success of building followers on Instagram and Twitter without using advertising, and then contacting the people who follow me directly and doing the exchange for a review for a free product, and that seems to work for me. I'll be diving into all these strategies individually, but I just wanted to give you some ideas on how you can start to gain more product reviews. I hope this video was useful to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.